welcome back to CVP Coaching. I'm voice coach Lisa Marie, where we sing it like we mean it. Today is video 4 of our breathing session series. And since this is a breathing session series, it is time for an air check. In video 1, we talked about our air tank. In video 2, we talked about filling that air tank with a starter breath. In video 3, we talked about maintaining that air tank between 80 and 100% with a catch breath. Well, I don't know if you noticed, even with all this conversation about breathing, all we've talked about is taking air in, inhaling. So what about the other half of breathing? When do we get to exhale? Well, we've kind of touched on it in our other videos, but let's really get into it right now. Okay, so we have said this. We inhale air and we exhale voice. This is your voice. This is air. Air should always be behind the voice, launching that voice out, and that's how you're going to get your best sound. So we never really need to exhale air unless there may be a big break in between a verse and chorus or sections of the song. Otherwise, you are inhaling air and you are exhaling voice. Air is always behind the voice, launching out that voice for our best possible sound. Now, when we blend, when we allow that air to come out at the same time as our voice, it starts to sound like this, and we change our tone altogether. And a lot of times when we're not really experienced on how to even create that softer tone, we think that that's what we're supposed to do, and we tighten down around our vocal cords, and we let the air come out at the same time. And this is really not the best sound for singing. This is not good for our vocal cords. Whenever you need to take your volume down, all you do is take down your volume, but you still put a good air behind it when you're taking that volume down so that you still protect the quality of the tone of your voice. Because as contemporary singers, and let's face it, if you're watching this video and you've stuck with this series, you're probably a contemporary singer. What's a contemporary singer? It means that you sing anything from rock, jazz, pop, did I say R&B, country, soul, contemporary Christian, and gospel. Oh, and musical theater. I forgot musical theater. Yes. Musical theater singers also use a contemporary sound. So if that's you, then this applies to you as well. If you sing any one of those genres or anything outside of our formal classical brothers and sisters over here, then you are using a contemporary sound, and that contemporary sound is, for the most part, when we're in most of our range, we are doing with a contemporary sound, which is basically our speaking voice. And so we don't blend in air to manufacture a singing tone. Whenever we need to take our volume down, we still take in those big breaths and we just take down our volume. So again, to sing with our whole voice, we make sure that air is behind the voice, launching our voice. So if at this point you're asking yourself, how do I know if I am singing with my whole voice or if I'm blending in air? How can I be sure? Well, this is where the air check comes in. So we're going to do that now. So an air check is just one way to tell if you are singing with your whole voice and not blending in air, okay? So we're going to take our hands and we're going to place them on our jawline right about here, and you're going to create sort of a bullhorn effect. And we're going to say this phrase, and then we're going to exhale any air that we have left when we're done with the phrase. Starting with a starter breath. I love to sing like all my favorite singers. I love to sing like all my favorite singers. And I won't bore you with the rest of the note. If that is you and you are able to hold a note that long, congratulations. If not, don't worry about it. Just continue practicing this concept of putting the air behind the voice, and you will find yourself holding notes longer, and you'll find your voice sounding fuller with a lot less effort. Now, hopefully you were able to exhale a lot of air after the phrase, which would mean that you are keeping the air behind the voice. Let's try it again. Starter breath in. I love to sing like all my favorite singers. If you had a lot of air to exhale, then you did a good job of keeping that air behind the voice. When we sing that phrase, now I'm going to sing it, and I'm actually going to hold that note at the end. Instead of exhaling air, I will continue to exhale voice like this. I love to sing like all my favorite singers. And I still haven't needed to take a breath because I took a good breath at the beginning. So if that's you, congratulations. If you weren't able to get it that long, then just keep on trying and you will get there. As you learn to keep the air behind the voice, you will have more voice available to you whenever you are singing out those long phrases. Okay, since perfect practice makes perfect, we're going to try that again. First we'll say it and then we'll sing it. It's I love to sing like all my favorite singers. We're going to say that, then we're going to exhale. Starter breath first. I love to sing like all my favorite singers. Great. Okay, now we're going to sing it, and then we're going to hold that note. I love to sing like all my favorite singers. Okay, I hope you're not blacking out on me. If you are, then stop and take that breath. Great. So did you make it to the end of the note? Did you make it past my note? Congratulations. If not, just keep trying and you will get there.